ARMS is a brand new fighting game for the Nintendo Switch. People are hyping it up like crazy. Nintendo is advertising the game like hotcakes. And it all started off with this. Nintendo revealed ARMS during the Nintendo Switch reveal conference event. And I didn't care about the game. The only thing I was caring about was the Nintendo Switch. I wanted to see how it looked, the features. And with the release date near, Nintendo did a bunch of stuff already. They gave some copies early to some people, which by the way, I'm not one of those people. They dropped the global test punch beta. They dropped a couple of trailers, live streams. They did a lot for the game already. And I'm going to base this review on the global test punch because reason being, the mechanics are going to be the same, the game modes are going to be very similar, the characters is just not going to change too much. They might make some minor changes, but for the most part, this is the game. Now first up, I want to talk about the graphics. Now typical Nintendo graphics, very colorful, very vibrant, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't want realistic games all the time, realistic graphics. You just want a game that's just going to be fun. And I gotta say the graphics it's screaming like play me. It's just so fun. It's so fun to look at, it's so fun to watch. And yeah, it's just typical Nintendo stuff, that's all. Now next up, I want to talk about the gameplay. Now when I first played ARMS, it was just so weird, it's so different. And I like the innovation that this game is doing. You know, it's not your typical fighting game. You're fighting from long distance, close quarters, medium distance, you're just fighting all over the place. They could have easily made this game like a boxing, like a Wii Sports boxing type with special abilities. That's not the case at all. Moving around and your arms are springing around, it's just a whole new ball game. And I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit, the game modes and all of that. But overall, I like the innovation and I love the concept of ARMS. I can get a little frustrated sometimes because I'm not used to this mechanic. I'm not used to it at all. And you have some online players that just grab you every 5 seconds or grab you throughout the whole entire match. It can be annoying, but once you learn how to avoid that, you can dodge it, you can dash it, or dash and jump. That's basically what I meant to say. Once you learn how to do that, then you should be fine. But overall, it's just like getting a new game. You know, you're just gonna have to sit down and practice, that's all. So yeah, I was getting my butt whooped, but there was some times where I was just getting a couple of W's. Now next up, I want to talk about the game modes. The game modes in ARMS, it's just so jam-packed. You have so many game modes: party mode, Grand Prix. Now the Grand Prix is very similar to Mario Kart. You gotta work your way up to the top to earn either gold, silver, or bronze. But you have the hoops, you have the volleyball. I love the volleyball so much. And you know, it depends on what kind of arms you pick if you want the ball to bounce. It's just so, it really takes some skill. Like when I first heard about this game, I thought it would just be like a spam or motion and just mash the buttons all you want, but nah, it actually takes some skill. I love the hoops mode. You slam dunk your opponent to the hoop, like that's just so genius. So in terms of the game modes, ARMS, they knocked it out of the park with this one. So much things you can do and just so much things you can play. You have your skill point, basically you punching the targets. Since I was talking about the motion and the button controls, I want to quickly talk about like what do I prefer, motion controls or button controls. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I prefer the button controls over the motion controls, because reason being, I feel like I have more control with the button controls, because when I'm trying to move around with the motion controls, I just feel like I'm not really moving around well. Like, I don't know, like I'm moving, but I'm not moving 100% all the time. But if you're taking your, you know, your Nintendo Switch to the party or, you know, the barbecues or whatever you like to do, I would say the motion controls are fine, because, you know, you're just trying to have fun. You're right next to your friend, you're right next to your buddy, and you're just showing off the motion controls, you know, it's just fun. But if you want to sit back in the couch and you have your headphones on and you want to really win the game competitively, you know, try hard status, that I prefer the button controls easily. That's for my hardcore gamers out there, man. Alright, last but not least, I want to talk about the fun factor. Now, the fun factor of ARMS is fun. Everything is there. It's just a huge learning curve, man, to this game. Like, there's some kind of skill that I'm missing, or there's something that I'm just missing in this game. But I took so many L's in this game, it's not even funny. But I got a couple of W's here and there. But at the end of the day, I'm having fun, but then I don't have fun losing. But it's still a good game. I'll easily give this game an 8 out of 10, and I think that's a solid score. But would I be picking up this game for 60 bucks? Nah, I'm gonna wait for a price drop. This game kind of remind me of Overwatch, but it's just like the Nintendo version of Overwatch, but just fighting. And yes, I know Nintendo's gonna give us DLCs for this game. There's no season pass to worry about, so you're gonna be getting like brand new characters, brand new maps. Very, very similar to Overwatch. It's a fun game, but I just don't see myself really playing it all the time, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like Mario Kart, I love Mario Kart. I play it all the time, and maybe I'm just being biased because I've been playing Mario Kart for a long time, and maybe this is a new game, but I don't know. It's worth the try. If you guys haven't played a Global Test Punch, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's still a good game. It's fun. If you guys have the money to pick it up, I would say it's worth the 60 bucks. But if you can get a price drop, maybe for 50 or probably for 40, then I'll pick it up for 40 or 50. Alright guys, until next time, that concludes my review. It's not the best review in the world, but I try my best, and that's what it matters at the end of the day. Alright guys, until next time, peace.